God. Good morning, people. I wish that, I was gonna flip the camera around, it was gonna be some big reveal, just countdown, flip it around, and I would have a different face. Or I would have no mustache. Or I'd be missing an eye. A couple of those were not great options. All right. I will address everything momentarily. Boom. Just wet my hair. The air does not look great. I could tell you exactly what it was like, but I can't. I'm on the phone, so I can't check the thing. But it's not great. It's better. It seems like the smoke is hanging, but last night I saw stars. So, which was nice. Stars are good. Makes you, kind of diminishes the self-importance a little bit. Vitalis. No. So today on the podcast, it's a good podcast. Wendell Pierce, the character actor, he played Bunk on The Wire. He's been in a ton of movies. Did Death of a Salesman in London, but it was really good, fun, engaged, smart talk. I'm not too depressed beforehand. I've never been so happy to not be as engaged in current trends as I miss everything. Utilize whatever option you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. I'm serious. Too close? But also try to do something proactive. But most of us who think a certain way politically kind of wait till the last minute. Yesterday there was a big, boycott of Instagram to show, to teach Facebook a lesson. So did that work? Is Facebook there today? I haven't been on Facebook in years. And it wasn't even because of political reasons. It was just because I just did not know what was going on. I did not know what it was for. The page seemed confused, made me feel pressure. But it just got too confusing, and I was out. I just didn't give a fuck. I think there's a fan page there. So it's done, right? We did it. Facebook's gone. Good timing. Hey, 2 months before the election, let's take a concerted action to boycott a subsidiary of a dangerous corporation. That ought to do it. Then we'll win. I did, I'm up early because I always get up early. But today, I got up because I got to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor yesterday to get a physical. I found out something about something, not about me, It's more basic, but I'm kind of bummed out, but not too bummed out. But it's not about the health. I'll get to it in a minute. But I was nervous to go to the doctor because you figure like this is where sick people go, and that's very close to this is where people go to get sick. It's like right there. But it was I don't know. They must be tiering the people coming in, or you go through a check. They check your temperature, and so I got the physical part, but it was in the afternoon was the appointment. I'm not saying any of this is interesting or it matters, but this is what we're doing. Like if you find me interesting, then hang out. If you don't, if you like to talk to the other people here, fine, hang out. But I'm not here for anybody's education or entertainment. I don't give a shit. I like to talk. I do give a shit to a certain degree because I read your comments as they come up. Some of them. It all seems to get by me. But, I did the whole thing. She checked for lumps and bumps, got the finger bang for just the right amount of time. It couldn't have gone any longer. And all that seems good. Pulse, I had a long conversation with the doc because yesterday was the 4-month anniversary of Lynn's death. So I'm not really marking these things because once someone's gone, they're gone. It doesn't matter really the day they left or how long they're gone. You just live with it. But someone brought it to my attention. We talked about the AML for a bit. That didn't help, really. But point being, the finger bang sounds intense. Are you a man? How old are you? If you're a dude, you got to go to the doc and get finger banged. I mean, you don't want to die of that one. I mean, you're just a dummy if you die of prostate cancer. Go get the fucking finger bang, suck it up. You might like it for a second. It's the easiest, most clinical way to experiment. It's a lot to ask somebody, most of the time. Hey, I think we've been going out long enough and I really want to try this. Can you just put your finger in there for a minute? While But, yeah. But seriously, man, if you're a dude, get your yearly physical and ask the doc, when it's time to pop your cherry so you don't die of prostate cancer. Unless, you're just too proud. It's like, I'm not doing that shit, man. No one's putting their finger in my ass. You should put that on your tombstone if you die of prostate cancer. Oh, so what I learned was, hold on. Is that these masks, N95s, I got walking with this on, I think like, man, I got the best mask. But the ones with the vent on front, it's good for me, not for other people. And so theoretically, the mask idea is actually to protect other people from us. I know I'm negative, but I'm wearing this. And the vent, I breathe in through, the filter, but then the air just goes out the vent. So if I do have it, I'm like, just sort of like, here's the little bugs. So that mask is only good for me, which oddly is about 80% of what I care about, if I'm being honest. So, point being, yeah, I have this for power too. I don't think I need to double up with the N95. Yeah, Zappa did die from prostate cancer. I wouldn't call, that's not, someone just said, Zappa died of butt cancer. I don't think you can really clinically say that prostate cancer is butt cancer. Because I believe there are butt cancers. I would say that colon cancer is probably closer to butt cancer or actual ass cancer. Oh yeah, don't pull it. Don't pull on it, man. I don't put sugar in my coffee. But okay, so the thing is, these are good for hazardous air. I fucking hiked in these things, so I'm not going to feel like I'm a total idiot for buying these. But now I'm going to have to get more N95s that don't have the fucking valve. I have some that are bigger, and it doesn't matter. Just wear the fucking thing. Rectal cancer. Thank you. Good morning. But I got to go back for the lab work today. That's why I'm up a little early and a little fucking focused. And I thought I'd get going on this. Check in with you guys, because I know I established a pattern because I did it 3 days in a row, and some of us have so little to do. I know some of you got up and got your coffee ready, and I want to listen to Marc talk about nothing and get angry for no reason, maybe one good reason and 12 dumb reasons, laugh at himself, and talk like he's really interesting for an hour. I don't think he's very interesting, and I don't know that what he's talking about is even true, but he seems to need me there, and I've got nothing to do. So I understood that, I established that. I'm not moving to Texas. It's not a thing, because Joe Rogan wants to avoid his taxes. It's not a thing that we're all going to go to Texas. I actually don't know if that's why he went. I'm sure he loves it there, and he can set up shop closer to his buddy Alex, and take over the world. When fascism takes hold, the entertainment options, I imagine, will grow limited, and he's forward thinking. He's set up. So the future is the future. I'm not begrudging anybody their success or livelihood. Am I going back on the podcast? Where? Joe's? I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say we're pals. I don't think we have anything against each other, but he's not inviting me over or anything. So look, Hawaii, moving to Hawaii. I love Hawaii, and I go to Hawaii a lot, but about 12 days into being in Hawaii, I become very aware I'm on an island, and that feels, oddly vulnerable to me. Being on an island, no matter how big it is, in my mind, is very close to being stranded. Like there's a point where it's like, hey, I'm having a good time, I'm taking a hike, that's pretty, and then it can slowly digress into we're really far away from other land, and we're surrounded by water, and what if there's a problem? Ireland's still on the docket, but I might just have to take the hit with the rest. What am I living for? We just living on the run? Is that the thing? It's because we're humans. I have no progeny. My seed is not moving forward. I don't have anybody to protect, There's not going to be any sort of strange, mutated Marons in the future fighting the good fight over ventilator machines to go outside. What was I going to say? Oh, so I got to go get the lab work today. I got to drive over there because I couldn't fast all day yesterday. I had 2 interviews to do and other work. I had to put the podcast up for today, or do the talkie at the beginning. Wendell Pierce today, great episode, great talk. But yesterday I talked to Barry Levinson for an hour and a half. That was great. And then I talked to Alicia Keys, but that got the time got screwed up. So we only got a half hour in. But we connected. I did the work. So here you go. Here's what I'm going to am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But the blood work is today. And usually the night before I get blood work done, I I don't eat any meat. I don't eat much because, what you eat the night before kind of plays a part in your numbers, in the cholesterol and the sugar numbers. Fucking last night, dude, I just lost my mind, man. I went shopping, and I'm like, fuck it. And I bought some vanilla ice cream, and I bought a flavor of Ben & Jerry's that I didn't even know about. And I usually don't do that, so that's a problem. They didn't have any Haagen-Dazs vanilla, and I can never get Ben & Jerry's vanilla. So I bought some fucking vanilla. I completely got suckered by a label. I don't even know what McConnell's or McDonald's ice cream is. But it was like $9. McDonald's, anyone know that? Jesus is Lord. That's a good story, but I think that might be fake news. And I put that chocolate tahini from the Soom sisters sent me, and some of that date syrup on it, and I just went fucking nuts. And I watched And Justice for All, because Levinson wrote that, and we had talked about it, about him working with Al, and what a great fucking movie that is. It really is a bad few days for that lawyer that Al Pacino plays. He's having some trouble with his clients, but it's a good movie. But now my blood is full of sugar and fat, and I'll go get my lab work done, and then she'll give me the numbers and be like, "So your cholesterol is back up." I'm like, "No, it's 'cause I ate ice cream." I'm serious, man. Here's what I gotta tell you. Mind your mind so they don't mine your mind. That's what I learned. I watched The Social Dilemma. Mind your mind so they don't mine your mind. Dig it, man. That's catchy. Right, you guys? Let's get it going in a chant. Mind your mind. It's a little too poetic. Mind sounds like mind in the second part. S.G. Goodman, the singer? Is that you? You're so good. I really enjoyed your record. That doesn't happen very often. I just put your record on. I don't know where I got your record either. I got it. How would I have gotten your record? Could it have been through Jason Isbell's manager? Is that where that came in? Did you have somebody send it to me? What a sweet record that is, man. It's got some weight to it. Good voice. So I mind my mind. Good. I watch it. You got to watch that Social Dilemma. And you got to have the fucking morons in your family watch it. Unfortunately, it's the structure of it's interesting because it's a documentary, but they also have what would you call it? What do they call that? Not a reenactment, but there's an element to it that's fictional. It's like a story being acted about what's happening in the documentary, but it kind of worked. But the point is, the information in the Social Dilemma on Netflix, it's fucking brain fucking, because it'll blow your mind, even if you think you know most of it. The point is, you really don't know most of it, because a lot of energy, effort, technology, money, and momentum goes into holding on just to fucking turning out your goddamn desire system. These companies are just pimping your little needs, and on a micro level, and you don't even know about it. Dramatization. But is it though? Is it a dramatization? Because it's not a depiction of real events. It's a fictional narrative based on the information. I guess it could still be a dramatization, and that's hard for me to say, apparently. But here's the thing. The Social Dilemma, just like how these algorithms that they've unleashed on the world, seriously, are, on some level just as bad as a virus getting out of a lab, because they steal your fucking brain. And, the context or the parameters of your reality is dictated by algorithms based on your dumb little desires and your stupid way of thinking. And they own you, man. They fucking own you. We're all just fucking... Our brains are just little globs of whore matter for corporate interests. So... it's pretty daunting. And a buddy of mine is married to somebody who somehow or another caught the Trump disease in middle of life. Like she turned, So this dude's like a liberal dude. Now he's, living with this cult member. And I was like, you guys got to watch this. And he says it's their last hope. But I would assume that those who are dug in to the death cult will watch that and be like, yeah, it's just part of it, because the conspiracy feeds itself, just like the algorithms. That way of thinking, they feed themselves and keep you fucked in the brain, right? So if they're deep in, they're going to watch a Social Dilemma and be like, who made this? Who produced it? Who produced this documentary? What's his name? Do a search. Do a Q search on the Jew that produced the Social Dilemma. I don't even know if they're a Jew, but that's the easiest tie-in, especially when it comes to show business. Yeah, that's got no credibility. And then there's the false equivalency crew. Hey man, why are you so sure? It sounds like you're talking leftist talking points. What is that, leftist talking points? What are they? This idea that there is some sort of functioning left in America. Jesus Christ. We can only wish. We can only hope. That's a myth. State governments, you guys. That's where we blew it. Liberal media equals code for Jew. Yeah, on some level, sure. Noam Chomsky has done a lot of interesting research into propaganda. I wonder what he has to say about that. Yeah, well, yeah. Go ask Noam. Go ask Uncle Noam in Arizona. Liberals love to refer to Chomsky. It's like, did you read Chomsky? I did a long time ago. It's like there's no oracles anymore. Sure, the information's there, but this is happening. Reading Chomsky has very little to do with taking action. Did you read Chomsky? Did you watch that Chomsky thing? I did. It's horrifying. What are we going to do about it? I don't know, but I didn't know that stuff. What are you eating? It's okay, man. So yeah, I gotta go get those lab tests. Oh, but that's what I was thinking on, was like I've never been so proud to be a fucking navel gazing. Don't listen to the Uncle Tom guy. Zizek, is he? Yeah. Yeah, he's good too. It's good stuff, man. Feed your brain. You know the story about my philosophy class, right? Maybe I should retell it. Maybe it'll be helpful to you as you use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Too close? This? Good? The theory ain't shit without praxis. Right on, man. More praxis. So, oh, right. Navel gazing. Yeah, I spend a lot of time in my head. Like, in terms of spending time online, because my job doesn't require it of me, really. It never really has. I mean, I do the Instagram thing, and at times I'll compulsively check, Twitter comments and sometimes Instagram comments. But outside of that, very little engagement. Like, I buy stuff online, but it's all very limited. So, like it's limited to, sometimes I'll look at, boots or pillows, and then all of a sudden I'll just see all these pop-up ads for boots and pillows. The other day I looked for a lighting fixture, so now it's boots, pillows, and lights. I'm like, I get it, you guys. It's a little too transparent. But then every once in a while you get the ad for something that's sort of secret, and you're like, how'd they fucking know that? And then you're like, something deeper going on, man. The dark web. That's the dark web, the one that holds our brains hostage. So, so what I'm saying is, I used to get really offended at people using the term navel gazing, but now I'm like, it's better than looking on the fucking phone or on the computer. Let me just space out my own goddamn head and do the big work. It's keeping me fucking. It's offering me some protection. Right now. Look, they know where you are, man. They don't need to chip. They're not going to put a chip in. They don't need to put a chip in. You got a phone, man. You got a credit card with a chip. You're fucked. They don't got to put a chip in our head. We volunteer for it. Too close? They know where I am right now. That's like a stupid guy. Right now, they know where they're monitoring me. So, what was I going to say? Oh, maybe I'll end with this. Is that like shoegaze? Not really. Navel gazing is an old school thing. I think shoegazing kind of came around. That's a different generation's thing, and I think it was in reference to a certain type of music, wasn't it? Navel gazing was a way for the mild right back in the day to sort of condescend, I think, hippies and poets and people who did creative things. It was something I think that old school kind of concerned conservative parents would yell at their kids, quit the navel gazing and get out there and mow the lawn. That kind of thing. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know if you should take me seriously. That was something I made up based on information that I think was solid. Comedy Store shirt. Yeah. All right. So do you want me? See, look, I can see the ice cream in my face. Do you want, am I slowly becoming Apocalypse Now Dennis Hopper? I don't know. What are they going to do when he's gone, man? Are they going to say he was a kind man? He was a wise man? He had plans? He had wisdom? Bullshit, man. Who's going to be the one to set him straight? Me? Look at me, wrong. You. I'll call Dean today. I talked to John Cusack the other day. Not easy. Barry Levinson was great yesterday. Alicia Keys was really, I knew nothing. I felt bad, but it's not my world. I don't know if it's an age thing or just a taste thing, but I knew very little about Alicia Keys, and she's huge, and she's got this new record out, which is very thoughtful and mature and from a wise place, and I enjoyed it, and I kind of listened to her older stuff, and even when people were like, the Alicia Keys songs, I'm like, I don't think I do. And I had to go listen to the big hits, and I'm like, I don't think I did know this stuff, but I like it. So I immersed myself in Alicia Keys, and that was nice. Um, he ain't shit. See, like people, I think people are confusing Wendell Pierce with the other guy from The Wire. Wendell Pierce is bunk. And then there was that congressman. I forget that actor's name, but he's great too. The guy who goes, shit. I forget that actor's name, but it's not Wendell. Do you want me to tell you the philosopher story? What wasn't easy about Cusack? Well, some people it's just, sometimes the conversation flows and sometimes it's, it's tricky to get it going, Nice guy, good guy, had a nice conversation. They're mowing across the street. All right, so nobody seems to really care about the fun philosophy story. You probably already know it, right? Is that what it is? All right. You guys are going to talk amongst yourselves. Maybe I can just split. Okay. Here's a story, because I think Isaiah Whitlock, is that his name? I believe you. I think this is helpful for people of my ilk, or anybody really. So I'll tell the story. You watched Heartbreak Kid last night. It's great, right? Watch And Justice for All. That's pretty great too. When I was in my 30s in New York, smoking a lot of weed, wandering around, doing the big thinking, I decided to take a philosophy class at the New School. And I just thought, like, I'm in my 30s now. I couldn't really wrap my brain around philosophy in college, but now I'm older. I should be able to figure it out. And I had this romantic idea of what philosophy was. So I signed up for this class. The teacher's sort of a little bit of a hard ass. The class is really based on, I think it was Popper. And it was just tedious. It was like minutia driven, which a lot of philosophy is. And there's almost a language you have to learn. So like immediately I'm going to class stoned. I'm being a smart ass like I was when I was younger. There's older people in the class, who are, trying to get educated later in life. And I'm just bored and high and being a dick. And I'm a grown-up and taking philosophy. And one day I'm in the elevator with the professor. And he says, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm a comedian. He says, why are you taking my class? And I said, well, I want to learn about philosophy. And he says, well, are you learning anything? And I said, yeah. I said, and this is like such a stoned thing to say. I said, my head seems to feel pretty filled up when I leave. And this fucking professor, just looks at me seriously and he says, well, you can fill your head two ways. You can either put new stuff in it, or you can heat up what's already in there so it expands. And I realized I was an expander, and it was an insulated, self-contained system, and that was the last day I went to class. So, as you get older, I guess you might want to ask yourself, are you just heating up what's already in there so it expands? I can't fucking take this goddamn noise, man. Yeah, I think that story was in, I don't know which book. There's only 2 books. Yeah, when is that? I am. I'm hosting, or I'm moderating a conversation with Ali Brosh, who wrote Hyperbole and a Half for her new book. She emailed me. She wanted me to do it. Oh my God, how many fucking lawnmowers are there? How many different layers of sound are we going to deal with? We've dealt with this here in the morning. The last time we dealt with it, I was more open-minded about it and saw it as sort of a symphony of possibilities, like a John Cage concert. Today, it's just sort of like, shut the fuck up. All right. I don't mow, no. It was in Jerusalem syndrome? Thanks. I'm going to go get my blood taken. How dare they keep up with their yard work? It's not amount of, I'm not being condescending, and I'm not being... So many people's comments these days seem to, begrudge people of like, hey, listen to the rich guy complaining. I don't know. I just figured something out, that's all. Just trying to get by. I don't mind that they do their work. Doesn't make it any less annoying, does it? Are we not allowed? Isn't that the problem? Everybody just sort of sucks it up. There's no protest here. I'm not going to go over there and go like, is this necessary? Can't we just let everything grow? Yeah, that guy Jaron Lanier is on that Social Dilemma. Jaron Lanier, he seems to be back in the news with his 10 arguments. He kind of copped that whole, there was 10 arguments against television back in the day. I forget the guy who wrote that, but he sort of copped the format of that for his 10 arguments to get off social media. But he's difficult because, Jaron Lanier is a very bright guy, and I think that he has a lot to say, but when you look at him, you're instantly annoyed. Like, you're just sort of like, what the fuck? Really? But you gotta get past that because he's smart, right? I guess. And I also have another weird thing with him. There was this period in New York where Bob Guccione Jr. used to have these dinner parties, kind of this salon idea where he'd invite people over, different types of people to kind of hang out and talk. And he invited me and Mishna over. I don't think we were married yet. It was in New York. It must have been in the early aughts. And Jaron Lanier was there, and that was sort of at the peak of his first thing, his first wave of Jaron Lanier importance. And the reason why he rubs me the wrong way is like in the middle of this sort of like dinner party conversation, he just sort of goes, do you think goats have souls? And I'm like, that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life in an annoying way. Okay, you guys. Should I go over there and say something? Maybe I should just go in the house and make some more coffee. You want to go in the house? The Caligula guy? No, his son. I only made one cup. Ow! Ow! Getting up noises. Yeah, that happens. That starts to happen. Did I lock myself out? No. Where's Buster? Buster! Buddy! How's it going? What's going on? Buster. Hi. Want to say hi to the people? Oh. Oh. Hi, buddy. You gonna let me pet you today or what? What's up, man? Huh? Oh, look at that handsome fella. Wow. That was some look, buddy. That was some look. You love my rugs? This is a war rug. Lynn's boots. All right, so Cafe de Leche coffee is out. WTF roast. These were not very good, but I went to the regular supermarket and they didn't have any sort of more natural options. And I got Sara Lee Mr. Pitas, and they're not good. Not good. What else can I show you about myself? I'll show you my refrigerator. How's that? Look at the size of that watermelon. There's some squashes I made. There's the baba ganoush. There's a roast chicken all cut up. There's some Persian cucumbers. There's some leftover salmon from last night. Sweet potatoes and Japanese sweet potatoes and yams. Pickled onions I made yesterday. Some Lin bone broth. Probiotic. Coconut yogurts. Beet kraut. Topo Chico. Eggs. 2 kinds of cabbage. Greens. Dandelions. Cat food that he doesn't eat. All right? This stuff's good. Plenty of Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. You saw that Pepsi? That Pepsi's been in there for 2 months. I don't think I can make coffee with you guys watching because I don't know how I'm going to do it with one hand. Does this, like, what is this, entertaining? Not really, right? Want to go look in the do a quick record look? Huh? With the mother. Okay, let's go look at the records real quick. And then we'll get out of here. Then I got to go get blood tests. Oh, just got the new All Them Witches, which is pretty good so far. This is the new the Marc Bolan T-Rex tribute album put together by Hal Wilner. That seems to be pretty good. So I got this, it's I think a reissue of the Shellac record, Steve Albini. This is the greatest record I've ever gotten. This is going to be the new rabbit hole for me, is Brazilian psych pop. This is a great record. This is a big black record. It's good if you like that rock. I don't know what this record is, but it's okay. Oh, the Incredible String Band, fucking great. More coming, man. Kinks, this is the best Kinks album. We talked about that. This is sort of a southern rockish album that's really good. Oh, of course. Great. This is a weird sort of, I guess, second string British blues band from the 70s. It's good. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking. Have not listened to these yet. Oh, that's Joan Shelley live album. I listened to her husband's album, some Wynton Marsalis records. Okay. Good? We good? We done? Have you had enough? Have you had enough? The title of the Brazilian psychedelic album. Well, I think there's a couple of, like, I don't know much about this stuff, man. But this stuff, I got to do a little more research on him. But this record, the Tim Maia record, hold on. This is great. But there's another one. Hold on. These have not been put into any sort of order yet. Oh, this is that. Hold on. Oh, now it's too far back. Fuck, man. You know what? This is not fun for anybody, especially me. All right? I can't do this with one hand. But there's another Brazilian psych thing, but I can't find it right now, apparently. God damn, this is annoying. Oh, there's the S.G. Goodman record. That's very good. I think she was just here. Oh, God. Nope, can't take it. I can't take whatever's happening. It's fucking frustrating me. I don't know where those records are. All right? Oh, here. These guys. Os Mutantes. That's the other one. Brazilian Psych. Wow, that took a lot. All right, so I think we're done, no? Do I know any of my neighbors? Yeah. I do know my neighbors. I know quite a few of them. Death brings people together because, Lynn was well known and we were sort of a couple and it was a news story. A lot of my neighbors showed up to share their condolences and check up on me. So I met a lot of my neighbors through death. What's going on? What are you doing? Are you using the thing? This used to be LaFonda's, and I was going to give them away. But old Buster uses them. What's up, buddy? Huh? Where we at? What? Yeah? What else is going on? Hey, what's up? Come on. Nice butt. Nice butt. What's going on in there? What are you doing? What are you doing under there? Huh? What are you doing under there? Huh? What? Got something to say? Yeah? We really must have nothing to do. This is... Someone asked when my house was built. Look at those cute little squashes. This house was built in 1907. You know what's really weird about the light you see over my head right now is there's no light there. What's happening? See, for the effect here, I'm doing this one-handed, for what? This is some sort of, I have to get this? Hold on, you guys. I don't want you to miss any of this. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, and I'm going to make it really difficult for myself to maintain the continuity. Now I'm not even measuring it properly. Okay. Good enough, right? Set us down against something. Oh, you know, I have that other little tripod out in the garage, but I'm almost done here. Do they have like a head camera yet? Buster. Buster. Oh my God. You're like a real showman today. Huh? What's up? Buster. Buster. What's up, buddy? You're like a rock star. What? Oh my goodness. Yo, whoa. Look at that. Come on. What's up, pal? What's in there? Wow, this is like the fucking Buster show. Holy shit. I think we're starting to get along. He's starting to understand he's the only guy here. Here, watch. You want to see a bunch of coffee nerds get all pissed off? Okay, I'm doing it. I know. It's not how you do it, right? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Anybody use this kind of filter? Look at my little hippie things. This is so stupid, man. I should be doing something important. Someone put a soundtrack to this. Cups under there. I'm constantly washing dish towels. One thing I learned during quarantine, and I'll show this some useful information, is that you can totally live without paper towels if you just buy a bunch of cheap dish towels and wash them. I learned how to not waste as much paper, and I've gotten into the habit of just using and washing dish towels for almost everything. Good information, Marc. Thank you. Let's get back to the coffee. I think it needs a little more. Oop. So you guys, this has been good. It's engaged me. I got a flu vaccine shot yesterday. I got the new flu vaccine. Where do I get my dish towels? Most of these are from Trader Joe's. Some of them aren't. Spices. This is a very good thing. Lynn turned me on to that. And then she died. All right. God damn it. I got about 10 minutes. Let's go finish this up properly. Buddy. Where is he? You all right? You okay? Where are you going? I'm not gonna... What's up, buddy? All right. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Hold on. Still happening out here. Still fucking happening. Well, I think what we've seen here is that you watched me get caffeinated pretty heavy. But have a good day. Do what you can. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Wendell Pierce is on the podcast, and it's great. Great podcast today. I'll let you know what's going on. Get your flu vaccine. I'll let you know what's going on with the thing later. All right? Take care. And try to be nice to, I don't know, what do I want to say? Mind your mind so they don't mine your mind. And just remember, the Illuminati lives in your ass.